Hi, I'm Peter Travers, a movie critic for Rolling Stone, and I'm here to tell you what's out there at the movies. And there's a real good one for me anyway. There's going to be a lot of controversy about this. Some people hate it. Well, you know, screw them. That's my attitude, because the movie I'm talking about is Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Here is the ultimate comic book video game movie directed by Edgar Wright, the guy that gave us Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. That makes him a hero in my book. What Edgar Wright does, I think, is amazing, and he's done it again. He's made this amazing movie out of a graphic novel, and visually, it's incredible. Michael Cera is Scott Pilgrim. He's 22. He's living in Canada, and he has basically had his heart kicked in the ass, which is his phrase, by somebody who left him and started her own little rock group. And he's now hanging out with a 17-year-old high school girl, who's named Knives. I love that in a high school girl named Knives, and played by Ellen Wong beautifully. Then he finally meets the girl he's been dreaming about. Her name is Ramona Flower. She's played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and he loves her. And her hair changes every second, and it's boom, pow, bash this, because Ramona Flower says, to get me, Scott Pilgrim, you need to defeat the League of my 7 evil exes. Let's get them all. I'm not going to spoil the surprise about who they are, who plays what, except to say that the ultimate evil ex is Jason Schwartzman playing Gideon. And of course, he's a record producer. What else would be evil in this world but a record producer? He's hilarious. Scott's roommate, played by one of the Culkin brothers, who's actually really talented. I mean, I don't know where Macaulay Culkin is these days, but Kieran Culkin, this whole other brother thing, they're really good. He's the gay roommate. Schwartzman, I told you about Michael Cera. Everybody in this movie is just working it. This is great. And the idea of defeating an evil ex, and when they go, turning into coins. What more can you want? And the essential reason this movie is really good is that it's human, that it's really about two people coming together, realizing who they are, and a love story that works in a summer where that hardly ever works. So I'm saying this to you people, see Scott Pilgrim versus the World. If you decide to be versus Scott Pilgrim, you answer to me. That's just the way it is. All right, now I'm going to do my own version of 7 Evil Exes and talk about the movies that I think are evil this summer, that are really bad. Now, I've already trashed movies like Charlie St. Cloud, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, the memorably horrible Step Up 3D, 12. I mean, they just keep coming. They're crappy movies. But there's 2 out there right now this weekend looking for your box office dollar that I hate. I just hate it so much. One I thought was going to be good, The Expendables. That's Sylvester Stallone deciding to come back and drag out every kind of old-time geezer that he can. He's got Bruce Willis, he's got Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's got Mickey Rourke, who is a tattoo artist. I'm not making this up. But the whole group, which has Jason Statham in it, Dolph Lundgren in it, Stone Cold Steve Austin, I could go on and on. Why wouldn't this be good? Well, because Sylvester Stallone decided to direct and co-write this movie himself. So the dialogue is horrible. I don't believe anything. They're in some South American country. They're soldiers of fortune, but Sly falls in love with the general's daughter, and then the boom boom, the explosions, is so digital. It just doesn't look real. It looks like crap. I was hoping for a return to the 80s. I'm sorry. You know, if I have an evil ex that I hate, The Expendables is one of them. The Scum Bucket isn't enough for it. It needs a boom. It needs some kind of destruction. I understand if you have to go, but you're making a big mistake. Listen to me. And then, the ultimate chick flick from hell, Eat, Pray, Love. There are no commas. It's the Elizabeth Gilbert bestseller, in which she, a New York writer, decides to go from New York to Italy, where she eats, to India, where she prays, and to Bali, where she ultimately finds love. It's one of those movies where you think, can you be more self-absorbed? Julia Roberts is playing this. I'm going to do this. I'm semi-wealthy. I can't find myself. I need to find balance. What? This is just hateful. And it's directed by Ryan Murphy, whose television work I love Glee. I really love Nip Tuck after that. Watching Eat, Pray, Love, which is a form of torture. I mean, every guy in this movie, James Franco, Javier Bardem, Billy Crudup, they're not good enough for Julia Roberts. They just don't understand her. They're just bad and awful men. Guys, do you want to see this? So I kept praying that Jane Lynch, Sue Sylvester, the great coach from Glee, would come in with her whistle, and every time Julia Roberts opened her mouth and said some other cliche about discovering herself, that Sue Sylvester would blow the whistle and vomit directly into her mouth. That's what I wanted to do. If I have the most evil, horrible movie out there, hey, I'm picking Eat, Pray, Love. Pow! Boom! Squish! Pow! And I'm Peter Travers.